everybody, it's Nikita again, and here we are back with part 2 of Let's Play Toontown Rewritten. Now, our Toon, Kiwi, her name is still under review, but we're still going to play her, so let's go right in. Okay. So, we have to go get another Toon task. Ooh, look at these cool tunes. Now, the longer you've been here, the more stuff you'll have. Like this Toon right there. He has a lot of cool stuff. Now, here's something we're gonna do. Now, we can regular chat, but we can also put a period before what we're going to say, and it'll make it so what we're saying doesn't ever go away. Okay, they had their chance. So now we're gonna go into Toon HQ. Sorry, if you hear animals in the background, that's my cat and my dog going at it, like cats and dogs. Ooh, we go to Flippy, we have to do some gag training. Phew, tired yet? You know, you look like you could use some new gags. Go see Flippy, maybe he can help you out. Flippy's building is called Toon Hall, which is in this playground. Good luck! So we're now going to have our first visit to Toon Hall. Love Flippy. Okay, so I'm going to take you into the sticker book and show you the gags. So obviously, you know our throw and squirt gags. Then we have sound, which when you make the sound, it affects all the cogs you're fighting, so it's very useful. Lure, it lures the cogs into a state of, I guess it kind of hypnotizes them. And you can, and your throw and your squirt will always hit when you use a lure. If the lure works, that is. And, you know, it throws them back when you use a throw or squirt while they're lured. And it makes for an even more damaging hit. Now, lure, it goes sort of back and forth. So the first one is, I believe it's a fishing rod with cash. And then the second one would be a small magnet. The third one is a higher dollar bill with a fishing rod with cash, and then, you know, the fourth one is a big magnet. The fifth one over here, that is, I believe, is a $10 bill. So I think it's 1, 5, and 10. And then you get the hypno glasses, which probably the best in my opinion, and then you get the presentation, which level 7 gags are always really, really hard to get. But, you know, we'll get there. I'll tell you about it when we get there. And then trap goes right along with lore. So your trap gags won't have any effect on a cog unless you are using a lure. Now you have to, your toon will start falling asleep if you don't move or do anything for a certain period of time. And traps can be, or I think are mostly for single cogs. And if you guys just heard a cat, that's my cat. He's whining because he doesn't want to be in here anymore, but he has to eat his food, according to his vet. So, and then there's tune-up, which you can use on other toons in battle to restore their laugh for them, and it's really nice. So let us go defeat 4 cogs. Now I'm just going to quickly do this again. It's also just to, I guess, let other toons know that I'm recording and that this is going on the internet, so they need to be nice. That's a yes man. So we're gonna wait for this other person to come with us. Because this is level 3, we need some help. Now, there are some tips and tricks to Toontown. If you are being targeted by a cog, you can hit your arrow keys, and it'll maybe give you a better chance of the cog missing. Okay, we finally hit. Yay, our first cog. In this episode, I mean. Now, the cogs do have a strategy, just like us toons do. We usually, as toons, go for the strongest cog. And cogs usually go for the toon that did the most damage to them. So that's why these cogs are mostly targeting this toon here, Dr. Beanie. Oh wow. This toon is very throw-focused. Sorry, I have a little something stuck in my throat. But we're about to get our next throw gag. It's so exciting. Yay, you got a new throw gag! Or piece of a pie. Now we are probably going to want to get out of this invasion as soon as we... Ooh, another cog. Awesome. So, we haven't gotten a new sport gag, I don't believe. Now, I don't think that Toon is gonna run into any cogs, only because he's kind of in the middle of the road. I don't know if he's not in the middle, like, here-ish, but we're gonna go and complete our task. Because that's what's most important right now. Okay. Steel blue duck went away. That's fine. And I'm sorry if I wasn't talking loud enough. This is only my second recording of a game ever, so please bear with me. Now I believe we return to Flippy. Yes. Okay, so now we need to defeat 4 cash bots, so we're going to have to get out of a district that has a invasion going on, because right now there's an invasion of yes men and those boss bots. Now also, we're gonna go to the trolley because we want some more gags and some more jelly beans, so we're gonna go play a game. And some jelly beans and get some gags. Ooh, jungle vines. This one's interesting. It's all about timing. Now, if you don't get any bananas, I mean, don't worry. Just try your best to get to the end. I don't usually get many bananas. I'll just try and get to the end. Now, there aren't any spiders on these vines. Normally there are some spiders on the vines. So they like go up and down these vines and they'll kick you off the vine. So it's kind of a pain. Now we're going to exit back to the playground just for time's sake. And we are going to go get some cash bots. Now, if you go onto a street, there will be a little map above your sticker book that'll tell you what type of cog populates this street the most. So we click right here and see it says that this street is 10% boss bot, 10% law bot, 40% cash bot, and 40% sell bot. So it also has a map of the street, and when you have to go to a specific store or place on one of the streets, it'll have a red dot indicating where it is. So here we are. We are about to get our first cash bot for this task. Now see, I was tapping the keys on my keyboard. I was tapping the arrow keys, so it may or may not have helped me miss. I may have just missed by coincidence. Yay, you get a new squirt gag. We don't want to defeat a sell bot right now. We want 4 cash bots. Okay, here we are. So, personally, what I'm going to try and do is get rid of all my level 1 gags right now. Just because I want to make room for as much of my level 2 gags as possible. Because the higher level the gag, the higher point it gives you when you use it. So it's most beneficial to have a lot of the higher level gags that you have in stock. Now personally, my favorite type of cog is a law bot. I think they're kind of the most creative. They're the most, yeah, they're probably the most creatively designed. But, you know, I mean, the other cogs are cool too. I mean, everything, I just love everything about this game, so I'm excited. And there are Toon headquarters on every street. So if I really wanted to, I didn't have to go back to Toontown Central. I could just go and, you know, get another Toon task here. But I have to go back to Toontown Central because I have to go and see Flippy. I have to specifically deliver this task to Flippy. Cog buildings. Oh, cog buildings. Just what you're probably wondering what that is. This is a cog building. We will get to that later because we are most definitely not there yet. And if you hear some barking and some running around, that's my dog being a spaz. I have about 4 animals in my house. It's a bit of a zoo here, but it's okay. I love all of them. My rabbit is the one that you will never hear, though. Rabbits don't really make noises. So she is very, very floofy. And she gets distracted very, very easily. Okay. So I think that's good. I think that's good for now. Oh, what we can do, instead of walking all the way back, we can just go into our sticker book and click on the map and go back to playground. Now, if you have completed a task, you don't need to collect any of the laugh points hidden around the playground, because when you turn in your task, they're just going to restore your laugh. Oh good, you're back. I was worried that you got lost. Do you understand the difference between the 4 cogs now? Now, in the old game, you had to defeat 4 cash bots, 4 sell bots, 4 boss bots, and 4 law bots. And that's what he said at the end. But they're just trying to make it a bit easier for newer toons. I think you're ready to go ahead and start training for a new gag track. Fran's Neckvine is an expert on gags. She can give you some advice on your next track. Fran's Neckvine is called the Punchline Gym, which is on Punchline Place in Toontown Central. See ya, Ice Blue Mouse. Now, the pet shop. Now, right now, this is not functional. In the old Toontown game, we would have sort of dog-like creatures, and they're called doodles. And we'd be able to train them and, you know, pet them and scratch them and love them and feed them. And you'd be able to train them to do tricks. And if they were trained well enough, you could call on them in battle to restore everybody's laugh, including your own. So that's one thing about Toon-Up. You cannot restore your own laugh. Now we do have, you know, one gag track that I didn't really explain, because it's probably the hardest gag track to level up. Drop. Now, I personally really love Drop, but I'm not going to get it in this Let's Play, just because it's so hard to train, and it's not important to the game. Drop and lore are very important, and so is our tune-up and sound. So, I am not really going to go too much into detail on Drop unless you guys want me to. Let me know in the comments below. Now, I believe we are out of time right now. So, we are going to start our next episode with meeting Fran's Neckvine. Alright. Well, anyway, this is Kiwi, and I'm Nikita, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time wherever you are.